Hello, I'm Dr. Jerry Scheidwalk. I pastor Lighthouse Baptist Church in Santa Maria, California. I'm your brain masseur and Paul Revere's lantern lighter, lighting the lamps of the church belfry arch, singling the enemies on the march, an enemy that would steal from us our liberties. The image of those Obama toads sitting on their scum pads afloat the vile swamp, swilling Trump hatred violently in their hearts, with sour demeanor, bloated in pent-up rage like swollen toads about to bellow a croak. Wow, what a picture these Democrats provided for anyone interested to look and see what they really are. They put their soul on display there, didn't they, during Trump's State of the Union address. That precious black family who lost a dear daughter to an illegal here who murdered their kid. And I think that this guy was caught and released twice into the community. And yet those miserable libtards could not even muster enough humanity to stand in support of that dear family. And they sat there like toads squatting on their scum pads afloat the swamp they built, while that brave Korean held up his crutches in defiance to the cruel, the brutal, the inhumane Kim regime. And when Trump announced the fact that black unemployment was the lowest in history, and that Hispanic unemployment likewise was the lowest in history, I mean, since we've been keeping records of these things, and provided the glowing report on the economy, the strength of the economy. I mean, an economy that's lifting every American, that's a blessing to all Americans. All of us are benefiting from this. It's moved many thousands off welfare and into the job market. The welfare rolls have gone down under Trump. More people free from the government dole. More free to be independent of Democrat slavers. And you know what? That party has always been the party of slavery. Always. I mean, from their inception. And it continues today. Break free. Anyone voting Democrat in this upcoming midterm election is a bona fide libtard, a slave to their massa, a supine sycophant to their socialist oppressors. America, you're better than this. Did you notice that not one of those responding to Trump's speech even tried to discredit the facts that he reported on the economy? Or anything else for that matter. The only factoid that they could take issue with was the next day when Trump tweeted that the audience of, I think it was 43.5 million, or was it 45.3 million, I forget. But he said it was the largest ever. That's typical Trump bombast. Apparently, Obama had 48 million viewers and at his first inaugural address, and Bush had something like 52 million. So let's set the record straight here. I mean, let's really analyze these facts and let's come away from the Trump speech with this glaring and to the left galling fact. But that's the best they can come up with. In fact, black unemployment is the lowest ever. In fact, Hispanic unemployment is the lowest ever. And Americans of all political stripes are benefiting from this Trump economy. All Americans are the beneficiaries of Trump's policies. Unlike Dems, their policies typically only benefit their own. And their own amount to the supine sycophants who grovel at their feet for the crumbs those filthy rich Dems deign to throw their way. They keep their voters like pets in their zoo. Yeah, it's just like pussy to refer to, $1,000. I think it's more like $4,000. But to refer to the $1,000 and so on here and there and bonuses and whatever, it's just like Pelosi. To refer to the bonus checks Americans are getting, the pay raises Americans are enjoying, the new jobs that are available to American workers, the $1,000 to $2,000 per year that Americans will be able to put back into their own pockets from the tax cuts that were initiated into law through Trump's policy and the Republicans. Pelosi would call this chump change. She would refer to this as crumbs. I mean, you talk about out of touch. You talk about an elitist snob looking down her imperial nose at the people beneath her as though under her, despised as underclass dogs to be kicked back into submission to the libtardocracy. America, stand up. Stand up to these devils. The biblical formula is this: you submit to God and then resist these devils, and they will flee from you. We're seeing that happen. It's like the dog trained to ring a bell to get a snack. So many libtards these days, they're like trained dogs or rats or whatever's. Even chickens can learn this. To pull the lever for their democrat oppressors in order to get a government handout. Come on, we're better than this. It's disgusting. It must stop. Now I'll need to conclude, but anyone voting Democrat after the spectacle of those Dems sitting there like bloated toads, all puffed up, chewing their tongue, swilling their hatred in their heart for Trump, poisoning their expressions. It looked ridiculous, especially Pelosi. All I can say for anybody voting for Dems after that, they justify my definition of the word libtard. Now, for those tuning in late, you can go to one of my other videos and I explain the meaning of the word libtard. I won't go into it right now, but I'm not just flippantly throwing around, demeaning epithets. There's some technical reason I use that term. It's fitting for anybody that would vote Democrat after the spectacle that was displayed for America during President Trump's very presidential and very encouraging State of the Union address. God bless you, my dear friends. God bless America. And I'll see you in church.